dear students, this is your chapter number 3rd from Reader, Meaning and Encounter in the Woods, which is written by Ernest Thompson Seton. First, brief description regarding author or writer. Ernest Thompson Seton, born in 1860 and died on 1946, was born in England and also a wildlife expert, and used his experience to write about and draw animals. Basically, his all the stories and poems and regarding topic animals, and other books are Animal Heroes and Woodland Tales. Now, with the chapter reading, Mother Partridge was taking her brood down a hill to a small stream. Her little ones were only a day old, but they could already walk quickly. Mother Partridge was taking them for the first time to have a drink at the stream. What do you mean by partridge? Here I write partridge is a bird, basically a North American game bird. And here Mother Partridge was taking her brood. Brood means a group of baby birds born to the partridge at the same time. So Mother Partridge taking her children down to a hill to a small stream where they drink water, and her little ones were only a day old and they could already walk quickly. Mother Partridge was taking them for the first time to have a drink at the stream. She walked slowly, bending low. As she went, for the woods were full of enemies. Now Mother Partridge walked slowly and also bent low, because in the woods all enemies are there. So she walked slowly. She was making a soft little cluck in her throat. It was a call to her babies. They looked like little balls of fur, toddling after their mother on their pink tiny legs. And also she was making a soft little cluck. Here I write cluck meaning sound made by her and with her throat, and it was a call to her babies, and that babies looked like a little balls of fur, toddling. That means walk unsteadily after their mother with their pink tiny legs. It means they follow their mother with their pink tiny legs slowly. They peeped slowly, softly and sadly if they were left even a few inches behind, and they looked really fragile. They were 12 of them, and they chirped or making a sound softly and sadly. Even if one of them a few inches behind, then they make a sound, a little bit sound, and then they looked really broken or hurt or frightened. And they are of 12 of them, but Mother Partridge took care of them all. She watched every bush, every tree, the birds and even the sky, because all these things are full of enemies. So Mother Partridge took care of them all. She always looked for enemies, and soon she found one. Away across the meadow was a great powerful fox. He was coming their way. In a few moments he was sure to see or smell them. There was no time to lose. Now Mother Partridge and her little ones are just crossing the woods, and suddenly across the meadow. Meadow means an open field covered with wild grass. And there was a great and powerful fox, and he was coming this way. And a very few moments later, he was sure to see them or smell them, and there was no sign to lose. "Hide, hide," cried Mother Partridge in a low, firm voice. At once, the little birds moved far apart to hide. One hid under a leaf, another between two roots, the third in a hole, and so on till all were hidden. Now the Mother Partridge said to the little ones that "Hide, hide" in a low voice. And after hearing this, all the babies just hide. One hide under the leaves, one other another between the roots, and third in a hole, and so on till all were hidden. But one baby could not find a cover, so he just sat low on a broad yellow chip. He lay very flat and closed his eyes very tight. They stopped their frightened chirping and all was quiet. And just all the baby broods hide properly, only one left, and that one little baby could not find a cover, so he just sat low on the broad that wooden log and sat and just stopped breathing. He lay very flat and closed his eyes very tight, and all of them stopped chirping and just remained quiet. Then Mother Partridge flew straight towards the enemy. She came down bravely beside him. Then Mother Partridge flew straight towards the enemy. It means where the enemies go, Mother Partridge also beside him, and she came down bravely beside him. Then she threw himself on the ground, because to distract the powerful fox, Mother Partridge just run towards the opposite direction so that their babies can stay safe. She moved as she was a lame, and then after that she just threw himself on the ground and behaved like that she is disabled. It means lame means disabled. And she sounded as if she was hurt, and then she sounded that it might something hurt. Was she begging the fox to let her and the babies go? And that is the pattern, or that is the thing that that Partridge want to beg the fox or let go her and the babies go. Oh no, that is not the true thing. You may have heard that the fox is a clever animal. Wait and see how much cleverer Mother Partridge could be. That means that we know fox is a very clever animal, but more than fox, Mother Partridge is more clever than the fox. And how that we can see here. The fox was excited to find the bird so suddenly within his reach, and after seeing that the partridge is on the ground, and fox saw him and it is very excited. But when he just go with close with the partridge, and suddenly he turned with a dash and caught. No, he did not catch the bird, but suddenly Mother Partridge flew away, and before that the fox just to show the quick movement or sudden movement, and also Partridge show a sudden movement and flew away. So by that fox did not catch the bird. Now the bird limped just out of his reach. Here I wrote the meaning of limped, that is walked slowly. Now the bird walked slowly just out of his reach. It means fox continuously follow the partridge. The fox jumped again, and then again fox jumped again to caught partridge, but this time also he flew a little bit. Surely he would catch her this time, but this time only a little bit gap is there, otherwise surely he will catch the bird. No, a small tree came between them, but the reason is what? Because a small tree came between them, and the partridge disappeared under a log. And then partridge, the bird, disappeared, that it vanished or just hid under the log. A log means a wooden piece. The fox was getting impatient. Now, fox was getting, here I wrote the meaning of impatient means restless. Here now the fox was getting impatient or the restless, because it looks like that how can I not caught the bird, because I am very powerful animal, and how is this possible? So he is just restless. He snapped his jaw. Snapped means that he closed his jaws as he want to bite something or making a sound something, and leaped over the log and jumped over the log. Mother Partridge was looking less lame now. Because only she was acting. Now Mother Partridge was looking less lame now, or less disabled now. She too jumped forward and fell down a bank. And then also she jumped forward and then fell down in a bank or a river or a pool. The fox followed her closely, and the fox continuously followed her. And now this time he almost caught her tail, but no matter how fast he went and leaped, Mother Partridge was always faster. But it doesn't matter that he caught her tail or what, no matter is what, that fox is very smart and fast and jumped and moved forward, but Mother Partridge was always faster than the fox. It was really strange. He, the quick and clever fox, had not caught a partridge even after 5 minutes racing. Now it's only that consumed 5 minutes, and still fox doesn't caught the partridge, and he was really strange, or thinking that how is this possible, because I am very quick and clever, but how can I not caught a partridge, a simple bird? The partridge seemed to become stronger every minute. Now, minute by minute, partridge just seemed to be very stronger and sharper. And all the while, she led the fox away from the hill while her babies were hiding. And all she was doing, because her babies are hiding somewhere and she wanted to distract the fox, and so that she led the fox away from the hill, because her babies were hiding. After a quarter of a mile's race, Mother Partridge rose into the sky, and after a mile, when the fox followed the partridge, and after a mile he rose into the sky and flew away through the woods, because fox doesn't fly, only she just run and walk and see and follow the partridge. But after a few minutes later, he rose into the sky and flew away through the woods. Then the fox was completely surprised, and after seeing this, the fox was completely surprised. Now he realized that the partridge had made a fool of him, and after that moment he realized that a partridge made a fool of him, or make him look foolish by making him believe that something that was not true. He also remembered that this was not the first time he had been fooled just this way. And also the fox remembered that this is not the first time that any bird fooled him, but he fooled so many times, so he remembered that thing, that this is not the first time. But he never understood why she did this. But fox didn't understood that why she did this. Then you see, the fox did not know that Mother Partridge was keeping him away from her babies. It means that fox didn't know why she was doing this, but now the reason is, or fox did not know this, that Mother Partridge was keeping him away from her babies, because her babies are hid in that long hill. Meanwhile, Mother Partridge flew in a great circle, and by that time continuously Mother Partridge flew in a great circle. So by fooling a fox, she did not go straight to her babies, so that the fox could not follow her, and she did not go directly to the babies, because maybe by that time fox see her and follow her, and then they again just go reach at the place where the babies are. So Mother Partridge flew in a great circle and not go straight to her with her babies. She took a different and longer way to go back to the little fuzzballs. And she take a different path and a way longer area or a way longer way to go back to the little fuzz balls. Fuzz balls means a little soft and tiny, very little fine feathers. That puppies, or that we say that small babies of that mother partridge who were hiding and waiting for her, and those who are hiding and waiting for the mother partridge. Wild birds have an excellent memory for places. Wild birds that have excellent memory for the places. That means if mother partridge flew away, but she know that where are the babies, and then after the long time again she came back to with their babies. Mother partridge went to the very grass she had stepped on. She stood, and then mother partridge just went to a very grass where she just take the first step, and she stood for a moment fondly to admire how perfectly quiet her children were. And for the moment she just admired and just listened that how perfectly her children just fondly admire, or nay, that her children just very quiet. Even when they heard her step, and even when they heard a step, that means that mother partridge came, but still they did not came out. Not one of them moved, but not a single one moved from their holes or from the place they were hid. Then mother partridge said, "Come children, come." And after that coming, mother partridge said that, "Come dear children, just come." And instantly, without wasting a single moment, the baby partridges came out from their hiding places, and it was like a magic. And after the very moment when this mother partridge said, "Come children," and within a second mother partridge children came out of their hiding places, and it is just like a magic for all. The baby on the chip opened his big little eyes and ran to hide under her broad tail, because all are hiding at some place where we can't see, but one children is there who just sleep on the log and close his eyes and stop breathing, and that particular baby just opened his eyes and ran to hide under the baby partridge tail. An enemy could not have heard his sweet little peep peep 3 feet away, but mother partridge would have heard it if it was fly so far. Now this line means that enemy could not hear that sweet little peep peep 3 feet away, but a mother just listen whatever if thrice as far, but a mother heard all the children of children voices. All the other babies joined their mother, and after that said, "Come children." Rest of the babies also joined their mother, and all of them very happy, and all of them are finally happy because they met with their mother. This is all the chapter.